Welcome back to Designsmith. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do this really cool gradation technique in Adobe Illustrator. We took a look at this design in last week's weekly favorites video, and if you haven't seen that, check it out right up here. Before we get started, please subscribe to support the channel. Alright, so there's a few different ways that you can do this. However, it's a pretty simple technique. You can use the blend tool to do this, or we can reverse engineer the color of the circles to actually put this together. And I'll show you both ways to do that. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is move this over here. And I'm going to hit L on my keyboard. That's going to activate our ellipse tool. And let's just lay down a circle. And I'm just going to align that to the center of my artboard. If you're not aligned to the artboard itself, make sure you go over here first and click on Align to Artboard. And then you can horizontally and vertically align both of those centers. Let's give this a nice even number. We're going to start probably around 4. And I'm just going to color drop on that center circle right there. All right, now we're going to select the circle and we're going to hit Copy and Paste in Front. And that's going to take what we just copied and paste it exactly in the same place. So now we're going to enlarge this up to probably 12 inches. And we need to send this to the back. So we're going to say Object, Arrange, Send to Back. And now I'm going to click on the larger circle here. And we're going to color drop this circle right here. And it might look 100% black, but if you look at this right here, it's actually a really dark red. So now we're going to select both of these and we're going to use our blend tool. And you'll notice that by default, this creates a very smooth gradation, and that's not what we want. So let's go over here to our blend tool and double click on that. And we're going to change the spacing from smooth color to specified steps. And what we have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles total. So we need to change the specified steps to 4. Because we have our smaller circle and our larger circle, we need to have 4 circles or steps in between those two. So now we'll hit OK. So that's the first technique on how to do this. Now I'll show you the second one. So I'm going to duplicate my artboard here, and we'll just go ahead and get rid of this. And we're going to activate our ellipse tool again, and I'll make it the same size. And let's color drop on that center red there. And now what we're going to do is hit Copy and Paste in Front. And we're just going to enlarge it by 1 inch each time. And we're going to send that to the back. And we're just going to color drop on this circle, and we're just going to repeat that process. Alright, so obviously our sizing is a little bit different, but that's not really that big of a deal. The key really is just learning those two different techniques, and there's not a right or a wrong way to do it. They both have the same end result. However, my personal preference is to use the blend tool. It's a lot more efficient because it requires a lot less steps. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of this second artboard here, and let's cut this out. And I am going to finish this out, but I'm not going to do a direct copy of this poster over here. We're going to adapt this to the film 2001: A Space Odyssey, because when I first saw this, it looked just like HAL. One thing that I want to do is go over here to Object, Expand, and we're going to expand Object and the fill, and hit OK. And then we're going to go up here to Object and Ungroup. So now each one of these is their own individual element. All right, I'm going to give a very light color stroke around here just to make sure that it's noticeable. And then I'll bring up the point size to about 5. It makes it look a little bit more like HAL. All right, now I'm going to go back in and group everything together here. I'm not going to worry about keeping anything on a grid, but of course we'll keep everything aligned with each other. And I'll use Enter Bold. It would help if I actually spelled this correctly. Okay, we'll set our base size to 90 points. And I'm going to bring this all the way over to the top and to the left side. And now we'll just move it in by 2 inches. So we've got our text anchored up here, and now I'm going to kern this. All right, that's looking good right up there. And now let's duplicate this down here. And I'm going to say a Stanley Kubrick film. And we're going to follow the formula that I have laid out in this video right up here. And then we'll move this all the way down to the very bottom and then bring it in by 2 inches just like we did above. And then we'll align this to the right side, bring it in by 2 inches. And now select all 3 of these and align to selection. And we're going to horizontal distribute space. And for the last one, I'm just going to type, I'm afraid. It's probably my favorite line from my favorite scene of this movie. And the movie was released on April 3rd, 1968. Alright, here's our 2001: A Space Odyssey minimalist poster, directly inspired by this TEDx after-party poster. The original poster directly follows Swiss principles, and you can see those reflected in each design. I hope this video was valuable to you. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.